Welcome to this video on the anatomy of the heart. In this session, we will explore the structure and function of this vital organ that is essential for circulating blood throughout the body. We will look into the location, chambers, walls, major blood vessels, wall layers, conduction system, coronary circulation, and the cardiac cycle. Understanding these components will give us a comprehensive view of how the heart supports life. Overview. The heart is a central muscular organ crucial to our survival. Its main function is to pump blood throughout the body, delivering oxygen and nutrients to cells while removing waste products. Located in the chest, it continuously maintains blood flow, working tirelessly to ensure that every part of the body receives a steady supply of oxygen rich blood. Location. The heart is located within the chest cavity, specifically in an area known as the mediastinum. It lies just slightly to the left of the center, nestled between the lungs. This central position allows the heart to effectively pump blood both to the lungs and throughout the body. Heart chambers. The heart has four chambers, each with a distinct function in the blood circulation process. Right atrium. The right atrium is the chamber that receives deoxygenated blood from the body through the superior and inferior vena cava. This blood has already circulated through the body and needs to be reoxygenated. Right ventricle. After receiving blood from the right atrium, the right ventricle pumps this deoxygenated blood to the lungs through the pulmonary arteries where it will pick up oxygen. The left atrium receives oxygenated blood from the lungs via the pulmonary veins. This blood is now rich in oxygen and ready to be circulated through the body. Left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood from the left atrium throughout the entire body via the aorta. It has the thickest muscular wall to generate the high pressure needed for this task. Heart valves. The heart contains four main valves that regulate blood flow and prevent any backflow, ensuring that blood moves in one direction. Atrioventricular valves. Number one, tricuspid valve. Located between the right atrium and the right ventricle, the tricuspid valve prevents blood flowing back into the atrium when the ventricle contracts. Mitral valve. This valve lies between the left atrium and the left ventricle, ensuring that blood flows from the atrium to the ventricle without reversing. Pulmonary valve. This valve controls blood flow from the right ventricle into the pulmonary artery, directing blood toward the lungs. Aortic valve. The aortic valve regulates blood flow from the left ventricle into the aorta, guiding oxygen-rich blood to the rest of the body. These valves are essential for maintaining efficient and organized blood flow. Major blood vessels. Several major blood vessels are connected to the heart, each playing a key role in the circulation of blood. Number one, superior and inferior vena cava. These veins carry deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body back to the right atrium of the heart. Pulmonary arteries. The pulmonary arteries carry deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs, where it will become oxygenated. Pulmonary veins. These veins return oxygenated blood from the lungs to the left atrium. Aorta. The largest artery in the body, the aorta distributes oxygen-rich blood from left ventricle to all parts of the body. These vessels ensure the continuous movement of blood between the heart, lungs, and body. Heart wall layers. The heart wall consists of three distinct layers, each with specific functions. Epicardium. This is the outermost layer which protects the heart and is made up of connective tissue. Myocardium, the thick middle layer composed of cardiac muscle, is responsible for the pumping action of the heart. Endocardium, the innermost layer, lines the heart chambers, reducing friction as blood flows within the heart. Together, these layers form a strong and functional wall that supports the heart's continuous activity. Conduction system. The heart's conduction system is responsible for initiating and coordinating each heartbeat. Sinoatrial node or SA node, known as the natural pacemaker. The SA node generates electrical impulses that set the heart rate. atrioventricular node or AV node. This node receives impulses from the SA node and relays them to the ventricles. Bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. These fibers transmit electrical signals through the ventricles, causing them to contract in unison. This system ensures the synchronized and rhythmic contractions necessary for effective blood circulation. Coronary circulation. The heart has its own dedicated blood supply system called coronary circulation. It includes coronary arteries. The right and left coronary arteries branch off from the aorta and supply oxygen-rich blood to the heart muscle itself. The left coronary artery further divides into the left anterior descending and circumflex arteries, while the right coronary arteries mainly supplies the right side of the heart. Coronary veins. These veins collect deoxygenated blood from the heart muscle and return it to the right atrium. Coronary circulation is essential for delivering oxygen and nutrients to the heart tissue, keeping it functioning effectively. Cardiac cycle. The cardiac cycle consists of two main phases that keep blood continuously circulating. Diastole. During this phase, the heart muscle relaxes, allowing the chambers to fill with blood. Systole. In the systole phase, the heart muscle contracts, pumping blood into the arteries. Alternating diastole and systole phases ensure a controlled and steady flow of blood, supporting the heart's role in sustaining life. Here we have a diagram of the human heart. This diagram, there are different parts of the heart shown. This is the aorta, here is the superior vena cava, here is the right pulmonary veins. Here we have pulmonary veins, auricle of left atrium, left coronary artery, left ventricle, right ventricle, inferior vena cava, and different other parts like right atrium, left atrium. So these are different parts of the heart.